Shaft 2000. I'm going to do the reviews first, then I'm going to go into the, the school segments. Shaft 2000, universally negative ratings. I watched it on DVD. This is the DVD that I got when I was with my grandparents in Bangor. What did I get? Is it True Romance? No, that was a different day. There were two times when I went out recently to see EX. The first time was in Bangor High Street today. I watched Dungeons and Dragons. That was the day that I picked up True Romance and another DVD that I'm not going to watch until after school is over. And then another time where I went to Bloomfields, went to see EX there, and picked up Shaft and also a couple games. Anyway. Christian Bale, Samuel Jackson, Jeffrey Wright, who I didn't know that was him because, you know, he's playing a Mexican in this film, or, well, someone Hispanic, when Jeffrey Wright is black. And I fucking love Jeffrey Wright, but his performance in this wasn't good. Anyway, Richard Roundtree, Tony Collette, Buster Rhymes, Mekhi Phifer, Elizabeth Banks, Lee Harrison, it's good. I've never seen a Shaft film before, but I like this. And that scene where it was like Shaft versus Tony Collette's brothers versus Peoples, that was, I really like that scene. Rambo 3, universally negative ratings. I watched it on ITV. Sylvester Stallone. It's good at parts, but like him facing a fucking chopper, standing with no cover around him, that was dumb. So out of the original three, this is definitely the worst. And this is probably going to be a controversial opinion, but I actually think Rambo 2 is the best out of the ones that I've seen so far. This sequel from Wednesday the 17th of May 2023 till Thursday the 18th of May 2023. Thought I already recorded Wednesday's video, but apparently not. Actually, let me just double check. Okay, I just checked and definitely haven't. So, for Wednesday, I'm trying to think of what we did in media. I can't think of anything, so I'm just going to continue. If there even is anything to say. We were going to have an after school class, but it got cancelled because of personal reasons from the teacher. Which I know what those personal reasons are because he did say, but I'm not going to give that out because it's none of my business. No, despite the fact that everyone knew that yesterday was the last day, Wednesday was the last day. I'm recording this on Friday. Despite that, everyone acted like it was a normal day. We still did work. We talked about that a bit, but didn't feel final. And then for Thursday, we were going to go to We Are Vertigo, and I didn't want to because I had a feeling that I'd be sick that day, and that turned out to be not true. But I was like, I still don't want to go with it. That just seems too childish. Like, why the fuck are we bringing a bunch of 17 and 18-year-olds to We Are Vertigo of all places? I mean, according to them, like, it's fun for anyone above the age of 4, but it just doesn't seem like something that I would want to do. But then Ginger said to me that if I came, he would carry me the gold in Siege, so I was like, fuck it. And then also it would give me a chance to talk to the male head of year about careers options and shit like that. I never, like, never got a fucking talk with him. Fucking chat. Because I went and, like, we went in to, anyway, I'm just going to call it Bouncy Castle because that's really what it is. I tried to follow Ginger and all them. We all went straight. Tried to go up a slide because we didn't know that we didn't know we were going in the wrong direction. So we went to the right of that. Like if you're standing from the entrance, it's to the right. There's a slide there where you climb up the same bit you go down. And I was thinking, this doesn't really look like something that it, like you'd have to have great strength or something. I get that they gave us like grippy socks, but I don't feel like that would be enough. But no, I got up with little hassle and then went down on the opposite slide, even though they're both the same. And there's something in the middle of them, but I don't know if you're supposed to go up that or down it. Because it says don't go up, but then it has arrows pointing up. No fucking clue. Then went to the right of that again, and it was like climbing up walls like however feet high, like 7, then 9, then 11. I tried to go up the 7 one, and I caught like the edge of it, but I didn't have enough strength to keep going, so I fell, and then also when I was running over there, I fell, which was embarrassing. I'm actually getting a bit dizzy thinking about it. That's pathetic, but whatever. So went back onto the 7-inch one, and it was kind of the same again. I caught it just barely, and I struggled to get up, but eventually I did, and I went down the slide, and I was at this point I was out of breath after doing basically 2 things, and I found where Ginger and all went, and I had no idea what the fuck was going on. There was Dylan on this, like, I'm just gonna call it a tightrope, but obviously it isn't because it's longer than that, and it's the whatever bouncy castles we get out of. And I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom and disappear until everything is over. So I went to the bathroom for like 20 minutes, sat on the floor of the bathroom, and then I had a problem with that because it's very clean looking floor. Very, very clean. Went my phone for what felt like 20 minutes, could be more, could be less, I don't know. Then so I should explain, the bathroom is upstairs next to the cafe, so went out there in the cafe, downstairs, got my iPad, brought it back up to the cafe and just read for a bit. I didn't finish anything, but I am very close to a comic review, so hopefully I'll finish that today. But there won't be a review for it till Monday. Actually, Sunday. Anyway. Eventually the female head of year went to me and said, that, I said it wasn't for me, and she said, okay, well, we're going on to this next thing, it's like a ninja course or something. I said, okay, yeah, I'll see it. And then I'll decide. And it was, basically just Ninja Warrior. I didn't attempt to go on it. I didn't see anyone go on it. I went back. What I was planning on doing was that there was seats everywhere around there, and I was just gonna grab my iPad and read there. But then I couldn't be bothered, so I just sat where I originally sat in the cafe and read more. And then people convinced me to come with them to to what I thought was the ninja course, but then turns out that there was a bit to the left of that where it was basically just another ninja course, but this one looked more like something I could do. So I saw someone do it and I thought, yeah, I can do this, no problem. I mean, this last bit might be a bit, because I can't even see what the fuck you're supposed to do. Because it's like grabbing onto a glass box. But I guess that there's like beds so you can put your feet on. I don't know. But something that I didn't consider until I actually went through it myself was that there was a ladder, and I don't like ladders, especially ones that are flat, because I had a feeling I'm gonna fall or I'm gonna break the ladder. Probably because of that bit from the Walking Dead game at the very end, where they're climbing up for fuck knows how long. Sorry, I think what's next. Yeah, despite my fear of ladders, I went up the ladder anyway. I went to the first bit and I thought, okay, this is taller than it looks. I'm scared. But I attempted to go on to the first thing, which was just like it was like a cylinder shape. That I think it moved a bit. I don't know. What made it even more worse was that someone who I didn't even know that she knew my name, but this person was like, "Yeah, Dylan, go on." It's like, we've never talked to each other. We've never. Well, I've. I don't think she's ever acknowledged my existence before ever. But on the very last day, she's cheering me on, which is making me more nervous. And I think she only really knows who I am because I parked next to her, and someone that she was in the car with is a good friend of mine. Anyway, I failed though. Somewhat on purpose, somewhat accidental, and I didn't go back on it again. Read some more, and then everyone started appearing, going, "Wait, was it lunchtime or something?" Now, and yeah, it was. We were all supposed to get half a pizza each, but because of people trading and all, like, people didn't like the pizza, or more people were starving than others. Like, I had quite a bit, even though I wasn't hungry. It's a very cheap looking pizza, but I really liked it. They had ice cream. Then we went home, and they're like, "Yeah, stay in here until we're going to the canteen. And we're all going to go to the canteen together. And despite the fact that it's the fucking canteen, we're going to try and fit the entirety of year 14 and your parents in there, along with various members of staff." So we just sat in the room next study for about an hour. Then made our way to the canteen, and I saw a bunch of red blazers on the stairs of the canteen. I'm thinking, right, what the fuck's going on here? Like, we're not going to be able to all fit in here. Why are we bringing in more people? But it turns out that it was just the year 8s coming to applaud us. These people who don't know anything about us, but because, I was wearing sunglasses, because despite the fact it wasn't really that bright, I couldn't see shit. People go, "I love your sunglasses," and, pumping fists with me. And they recorded that and put it on the website, but in the video on the website, it kind of looks like I basically just punched the guy's fist instead of, just pumping it. Which that was, to me, it was just a regular bump that I do, which is quite often. But I don't know. And it was like, "I won't keep you short, but long ass speech." And then someone else came up and long ass speech, and multiple just long ass speeches. You had the principal, both heads of year, a student's mum, the study teacher, and possibly a couple others, I can't remember. And then I went home as soon as possible. So that's school over, although there's still exams. Once that final exam is over, I'm still going to keep my iPad, because of a grey area that I'm hoping to exploit. Basically, you have some people saying that you need to give it before the day of your last exam, and then you have other people saying give it in before the last day, which would be June 29th. So I'm hoping to give it on June 29th, and on June 29th, I will give the year 5 breakdown, because I'm not done with breakdown videos. It's just, there's only, currently at this point, there's only one other breakdown video I want to make, but I needed to watch a couple episodes of a show, and then I realized, shit, there's books and comics and shit, so, and it's almost over anyway. I was going to break it down in 2 parts, and then wait for the rest of the second part to come out, then break down that, but no, I'll just do it all in one part, since it's going to be over very soon anyway.